Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and today I hope you're not watching this episode in an airport or a train station or something, because we're going to be talking about bombs. That's right. Bombs incredibly powerful in Arena, in Raid Shadow Legends, and we have so many arena modes now. 3 in the actual arena section, and then even Siege, which is basically an arena mode as well. And we know that there's almost definitely going to be updates to Live Arena, updates to Siege, probably in the next year too, so even more arena. Well, bombs are very powerful. Like I just did some live arena fights. I've uploaded some of them. The first 5 will be up for members for the channel. I think it's just kind of fun, but like there's bombs all over the place. Like I didn't record these 2 fights, but we have Commodus in those. Over some of these they bomb them. We have Nishak over here for bombs. I think they banned the bombs in a couple of fights with another Commodus down here. There's a lot of bombs. Bombs crops up very, very frequently. Why are they so powerful? What is going on? Well, they're pretty rare. Not a lot of bomb champions in the game at all. Very, very few. And most of them aren't super viable. You're kind of looking at 3 legendaries and 1 mythical. I think there is a rare Dark Elf guy that can bomb, but you don't see him too much. And again, these other bomb champs you don't really see too much either. Like Talia, she can bomb, but only if Phoenix is there and it takes 3 turns. Not really super viable for the purposes of Arena. Soul Drinker can do some fun stuff in Arena. We won't be touching on him too much. The main ones are these. Gaius is the weakest. Gaius comes in, AoE, sleep, and then 2 bombs that detonate after 2 turns. This move is great. The problem with this move is Stone Skin, which is usually what bombs are really good against. Bombs do quadruple damage against Stone Skin. They rip through it. Most damage can't touch Stone Skin. HP Burn does a lot of extra damage, and bombs do massively extra damage. This move, you will struggle, because if they've got Stone Skin, you can't place the sleep, and then because the bombs detonate after 2 turns, you give their cleanser, if they have someone who can cleanse debuffs on the team, they can simply cleanse the bombs off, and you haven't done anything, and then you're in trouble. If they don't have Stone Skin, this move is extremely good, but it's difficult to use. Lord Chazar is probably the next, like 3rd place from the top 3. He's got a really strong speed aura. He does have 2 bombs. Unfortunately for him, it's both good and bad. He needs to crit. That's a problem. He needs to crit to reduce the bombs from 2 turns to 1. So affinity can be an issue. And I mean, if you weak hit, you just don't place them in the first place, I guess. But yeah, that can be a problem. Good news, he does self-buff with increased attack, but it's kind of needed because his bomb multipliers are kind of not that high. But yeah, with him, you do need to crit. So not only do you need loads of accuracy and loads of attack, you need attack to make the bombs hit as hard as possible. You need accuracy to land them. You kind of need speed to make sure you actually get to go. He also needs 100% crit rate to get them down to the 1-turn cooldown, but he can be good. Nishak then is super, super strong. Nishak's got good bomb multipliers, puts out the bombs, 2 bombs for 2 turns, extra turn, and then he can reduce their duration. Brilliant. If they survive, the bombs even turn into poisons. You can put them with a lethal dose blessing. And with higher ranks, those poisons can do pretty good damage and pick people off. His A1 can even put out some extra bombs. So Nishak is super good. And then the best one, I obviously don't have, but he is the best. And I mean, you saw him being picked multiple times, is Commodus. Why is he so strong? Number 1, you can't lock him out. Swaps over into Form 2. 2 bombs on all enemies. He is the only champ in the game whose bombs scale off of HP. But it instantly detonates the bombs on enemies with Stone Skin buffs, or enemies whose HP is less than this champion's HP. He'll stun people who had the bombs detonated as well. So if you're not in Stone Skin and he blows them up, if he has more HP, he will stun you. Very difficult to counter Commodus. You can't lock him out. The best way is, you can outspeed him with block debuffs. That can work. If he can't remove the block debuffs, he can't bomb you. But yeah, he will just one-shot anyone in Stone Skin. They'll just die. You can build really high HP, but it's difficult because he's got very high base speed and very high base HP, so it's difficult to have high enough HP that he won't kill you. Yeah, he's tricky. Bolster set can work as well. He can put out weaken. Yeah, he's a nasty dude. He is a nasty. He can also reflect stuff back as well, because why not? Yeah, Commodus is super nasty. One of the scariest champs in Arena. Let's do a couple of Arena fights here. and let's see some bombs in action. So here I've got a nice little team with some of the essentials. So what do we have in this team? We have a speed team here. So we've got a speed aura. I'm actually using Aestrid is brilliant for this. I'm really, really happy with my Aestrid now. Today was the first day I took her out for a spin in live arena, and she was brilliant. I think she's so underrated as an arena champion. But she's got a great speed aura. She has increased speed, increased attack, turn meter boost, then AoE, decreased speed, weaken, and turn meter pushback. Weaken ups the power of bombs. Bombs always fully ignore defense, and they're not affected by anybody. I mean, they can be, they hit shields as well, so they'll be worse. You know, shields are pretty good against them. But strengthen reduces the damage of your bombs. Weaken increases the damage of your bombs. So she's perfect. We've got Chazar here for a speed aura. Then we've got Lady Kimmy for more turn meter boosting. So this is like a double turn meter team. So we turn meter boost, turn meter pushback. Then we hopefully have Kimmy will come in. Again, turn meter boost and pushback, but looks like she missed her turn or something. This Arbiter somehow resisting everything. I don't know what happened right there. And they were going to blow up the bombs. Look at they turn into poisons because this guy, there we go. Kimmy actually stripped off his unkillable swift parry for this, I guess. It looked like it. All right. Let's go in against another team. This team actually does have bombs. But this is sort of the idea of this team for quickly farming. Okay, this could be tough. Odin is definitely a counter because Odin can put on block damage. And we do have a couple of free extra turn champions. I'm a bit concerned. But no, we're good. And look at, oh, beautiful. Look at that. Slam through, and they're dead. Resistance aura. We have increased accuracy from Kimmy to get past it. So yeah, this team, oh, this is a fast team. We're probably just going to be outsped and killed. We'll give it a go for the sake of the video, but we're probably going to die. I also think that both Kimmy and Aestrid both trigger Marius, which is pretty bad. Yeah. So, well, he's not going to actually, oh, never mind. He removes pinpoints and then stuns you. That's good to know. And we're super dead. Yeah, I didn't expect that one to go too well. That team, too strong. Too strong, too fast. Can't really run it against Mariska. Mariska with her passive ability, right? Places block damage on allies for 1 turn whenever an ally receives a bomb, poison, or burn. So you can't run bombs against Mariska. She's pretty much a hard counter. I mean, you can work around it, but it's very difficult. It's one of the reasons, by the way, you'll see Mariska very commonly in arena defenses for Platinum Reset. The reason is, it just stops people speed farming teams with bomb champs, because bomb champs can just kill teams ridiculously fast, where otherwise they can be a problem, like with Stone Skin and whatnot. Marius, likewise, sort of for that. So again, we've got this here. We could try. This is like the one we fought there. So let's see. Do we have enough accuracy? I don't know. Accuracy is essential. An increased accuracy champ like Kimmy, very important. So here, okay, we get to boost up. We push him back. She is high resistance. Weak hit there, so there's some bombs missed. And this will be a problem if she lives. Let's see, can we bomb her? Yes, we can. Odin dead. Duchess dead. And Commodus, any second now. Dead, not from bombs. We just beat him up. We just punched him to death. And there we go. Cool. Yeah, that gives you an idea about bombs. What are we trying to do? Let's look at those recently used champions. Let's see what's going on. So here, typical sort of bomb champion build. Pinpoint is really good, but you can't get it anymore. But if you do have Pinpoint, fantastic. Bombs are a debuff. You can get polymorphed, and you're going to be in trouble. So Pinpoint is great. If you don't have Pinpoint, simply going for Perception is totally fine. And especially if you're not running up against enemies with lots and lots of polymorph, then you're also totally fine. And also, arguably, the meta is sort of going somewhat against polymorph. That's also triply fine. Another thing you could use, another set, is when you start getting some Feral. Feral will give you accuracy, speed, block debuffs, 50% chance to prevent polymorph, which is great. So like a 6, even 7 or 8 pieces of Feral could be good. If you want to do some direct damage like we did with that Commodus, the 9-piece could work, but it's probably not too important. You probably struggle for a banner for sure. So, or boots maybe. Speed boots is tough to get in Feral as well. But it's certainly an option that's worth considering. But generally, so Chazar, this is bomb type number 1. So with him, we're looking for high attack. Blessings are a huge deal as well. 5-star, particularly for the accuracy. But high speed, high attack. Chazar needs 100% crit rate and then high accuracy. He has these masteries. One thing you can do with bombs is grab Blade Disciple. Gives you more attack, can be pretty good, and you definitely want to grab accuracy masteries to ensure you land them. Here's a different champion, Nishak Verminlord. I actually don't know why he's gone defense tree, but hey. We probably should go offense tree. I don't know. Be sort of set up for bombs. Cool. And he is going in with actually seven pieces of pinpoint and 2 pieces of perception. And this is a build where we don't need crit. So his attack's a bit lower, but he's got he's got high speed. His accuracy's a bit low at 497. So we've definitely given up. Do I have an accuracy banner? No, I'm running an attack banner. Probably would want to switch that to... I'll look into it. We might switch that up. His accuracy is kind of low, right? Whereas that's where Chazar is nice for the speed farming stuff. You know, if we give him increased accuracy buff, he's going to have like 1,000 accuracy, right? No problem. We include the masteries as well. Dude's got like over 1,000 accuracy. So unless they have increased resistance buff or something, it's just very difficult for anyone to resist when you've got that much accuracy with increased accuracy. So yeah, I might actually consider switching up Nishak to give him higher accuracy to make him more consistent. And Live Arena, he tends to work pretty well because I'm usually picking him against teams that, you know, you're not going to pick him against a Marishka or you're going to ban her. Or you ban out a champion that looks like they're going to have high resistance. Like, for example, in Odin, very unlikely Odin is high resistance. Very unlikely, because same reason with Nishak. They're going to be built, actually, same reason as Chazar. They're going to be built fairly similarly. They're going to have high speed, accuracy, stone skin. Odin's going to have crit rate and crit damage, you know. They're just not going to be able to build resistance. An increased accuracy champion should always wear a banner. They should wear a banner. Okay, there we go. You know what it was? This was switching around gear for this was for Cursed City, and I forgot to put it back on. That's funny. Increase accuracy. Really, really nice, right? Increase accuracy, increase speed. Kimmy's got turn meter boost as well. He can also potentially strip off block debuffs if they've got it. She can also strip off Stone Skin, which is bad. You don't want her to strip Stone Skin. But yeah, the increased accuracy buff with turn meter boost is fantastic. The best probably support for a bomb team would be our base. Our base is amazing. She comes in, again, really high base speed, 30% turn meter boost, huge turn meter boost, increase attack, increase accuracy. Fantastic. I've also used, as you saw on this team, I've been using Kimmy, not Kimmy, Aestrid. Another great option for the increased attack turn meter boost is, of course, just your plain old classic Arbiter. Brilliant, huge turn meter boost and increased attack and good base speed and speed aura. And yeah, then try find an increased accuracy champion. And Bomb's your uncle. Not Bob's your uncle, Bomb's your uncle. Go in, blow him up. Let's see how it works against this team. Will it work? I don't know. But yeah, great team for speed farming. So many teams in Siege are going to be weak to bombs, right? They're going to be weak to bombs. You can come in and you can blow them up and just destroy them. Increase accuracy is on. Bombs are on almost everybody. We weak hit against the Wukong. So you have to watch out. Again, with these bomb champs, you got to watch out for Affinity. Affinity can mess you up. Beautiful. A team that's potentially quite scary in Stone Skin, and we're able to just rip through, take him out, blow him up. Oh, you'd also want to watch out for Necred, of course. Bomb's not very good on defense for this reason, because you can counter the bombs, but they're very, very, very strong on offense. There you go, guys. Quick little crash course in bombs. Do not sleep on them. Commodus is, you know, one of the best champs in the game for Live Arena for a reason. But yeah, don't sleep on your bomb champs. Don't sleep on your arbiters, your Aestrids, that sort of thing. They can be extremely, extremely good in taking down what are otherwise very scary teams and give you a brilliant way to counter Stone Skin clad teams that otherwise you might get stuck on. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.